Theater Strike Force is UF's improv and sketch group. This last show that we did was a combination of two teams. It was the Apprentice group and the Sunday group. And this was our last show of the year, but it's also my last show that I'll ever do with Theater Strike Force. So it's kind of coming full circle with like kind of doing like our last show with the people who are like just kind of getting into the club for the first time. They've been doing a really great job this year, and just kind of watching their growth from some of them, this is their first improv team that they've been a part of, and watching them grow is just like a really great sign of how awesome they're going to do in the future, and just how much they've grown as comedians and also as people and teammates. A lot of the rehearsals are really just us kind of getting used to performing with each other and getting used to kind of the different forms that we do, because they're all a little bit different. But it's not like the kind of rehearsals where we go over lines or go over what we're going to say. A lot of times we'll just give ourselves a suggestion. We'll be like, oh, what's something that can fit in a box? Someone will go, a tissue, and then we go, cool, thank you, and then we just perform and we make it up on the spot. A huge part of having an improv team is just bonding. I think that's even more important than rehearsing, is just being with a group of people who you're friends with, who you're close with, because that's how you build chemistry. And you can't really rehearse chemistry, you just kind of have it.
This is coming from the guy who directed Catcher in the Rye?
This club is like really important to me because when I first came to the University of Florida, it was actually like the first thing that I kind of got involved with. One of my friends called me up and was like, hey, there's this like comedy show going on at the Rights, and I didn't even know where the Rights was. I had to like look it up on the internet, and I showed up and I was like, this is really cool. And they talked about how they do free academy and stuff like that where they teach you improv. So on a whim I showed up, and 4 years later it's been one of my most memorable college experiences. It's really cool seeing that at the same time me like performing with my friends for one last show.